Hello everyone, and welcome to, once again, a sunny Thruxton Kart Centre for round 5 of the RapiKart Championship this time. To be honest with you, I'll get straight on with it. There's no headcams allowed again today, so I'm hoping for much the same today, but this time there's only 2 heats and a final. So yeah, it's just going to be one of those days where I think that, you know, maybe a pole heat and a back heat would help, or 2 middle heats, I'm not too sure, because, you know, in terms of the kart parity, it wasn't great last time. It was alright. And they were very reliable karts, but there was definitely about 2.5 seconds between them. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, no head cams, so I'll probably just skip again to the future and let you know how I did and talk about the championship standings, because it's quite an important part of the year as well for the championship, and it's probably do or die for me in terms of my championship hopes as well today, where an average result will probably relegate me to focusing on trying to get into the top 3 over the rest of the season. So we'll see, and yeah, I'll hand you over and see how everything went. So after an 8-lap practice, I was dealt with a front and a back heat, and I started with my back heat where I was 11th place, and I slowly made my way up the field in what was an 8-lap racing. Once again, these lasted for about 7 minutes, so whatever you did had to be pretty quick. The race went fine, and I pushed up to 3rd, so yeah, it was a good little first heat, making my way through the pack. This moved pretty quickly into my second heat, where I started 4th position and eventually moved up to 1st place, which once again, there wasn't too much going on after that for about lap 4, but it set me up for the A final, where I started in 2nd place. I had some very light drivers around me. I knew it wasn't going to be a very easy A final, and I knew I had to make whatever moves I wanted to quite early, and you know, it didn't really work out. So unfortunately, at the race start, I dropped to 4th position, where I stayed for the rest of the final. It was pretty lonely towards the end, and I'm pretty sure I had a flat tyre towards the end. I mean, I remember pushing the tyre down, it was pretty flat on the right side. So yeah, it's one of those things. I don't think it would slow me down too much though, so I can't really blame it all on that, but it just became a bit of a lonely final. So that was the whole event. And here are the positions in the standings after 5 rounds, and I have to say, this is going to go all the way, I think, in this championship. I mean, I'm currently sitting in 5th position, and I'm 28 points behind the leader, which honestly might be a bit too far right now, but I am just 14 points behind 2nd place in the championship, and that's quite exciting, and it's going to be very interesting to see the final rounds and who takes the title. But again, that's all from Thruxton. Sorry once again for the lack of headcam, you know, because I can't get any footage. Thruxton will never give me a good reason as to why they don't want to run them, but once again, it's their choice. You know, you use headcams on so many different tracks, you know, around the UK, Europe. I don't know why they don't allow them, really. I mean, you know, Thruxton gave out 0 penalties over both SRK and RapiKart, which tells you a lot, really. I mean, it's almost as if a headcam would help them out a little bit, you know, with applying penalties, even if you gave them to the SRK or RapiKart event organisers to work with instead of track staff. And, you know, the karts weren't great once again. I think the heat was getting to them mostly this time. It's probably about 3.5, 4 seconds between them. Especially 1 or 2 karts that just were not there, especially on the straights. Doesn't really matter in the long run, but you know, another stupid part of the event was that there was no promotion to the A final from the B final, and you know, I mean, what's the point? It takes nothing to add an extra kart onto the A final, but there's just no incentive of winning a B final, so it's just a bit silly to me. I can't name you many events I've ever done where there's been no promotion, but it's just one of those things. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, ran over, guys. Thank you as ever for watching. Thanks for Thruxton for hosting us for 2 rounds over SRK and RapiKart. And karting's gone on a bit of a summer break now, at least rental championship karting. I've been trying to find some different things to do, and I've got a really exciting event coming up in a few weeks' time, so keep an eye out for that. I think I'll make a video on it. But anyway, that's the video over. Thanks as ever for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.